I think the situation around it is it's sad. Like it's sad anytime any kind of family breaks up or separates.
Yeah.
But if it's what she wants, I think it's important to support what she wants.
I mean, like, was she talking about it before?
She was talking about it. She's been talking about it for a while, but I think most of what she's been talking about is what anybody talks about in a relationship, the ups and the downs, the highs and the lows.
I'm catching myself in this moment here when I'm saying, how long have you guys known? And that's a blame game that I'm playing. And I feel ashamed that I'm doing that. But in my brokenhearted state, the anger is just flowing here.
A brewing family argument described as escalated and disproportionate by the mothers divides Robyn's children from the rest of the Brown clan. Kody's lack of intervention hints at some real problems. With Christine's mention of Gwendlyn's attempt to diffuse the situation gone wrong, it's sure looking like the end of the road for the Browns' family reunion. Do you think that the Brown family can find a way to resolve the growing dispute within their family? Given the complexities at play in this situation, is there a potential solution on the horizon? Hey everyone, welcome back to Topish. As usual, we've got you captivating stories packed with delightful details, so be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. With that said, let's jump right in. Watching Mykelti's scene in Season 18, Episode 3, it becomes evident that she's consistently supported and defended Kody and Robyn's actions. Mykelti and Tony emphasize their desire for their children to have a positive relationship with their grandparents. Kody values Mykelti's loyalty as she doesn't hold him accountable for his actions. While she claims not to take sides, Mykelti appears to be favoring Kody and Robyn's perspective. She seems to be unfazed by Kody's mistreatment of the original 3 wives, including not supporting her sister during surgery and trying to remove Janelle's boys from the home, despite his apparent absence in the lives of his 13 children. Part of this dynamic may indeed be influenced by their cult mentality, where they aim to maintain a facade of harmony and not hold Kody accountable for his actions. On another note, it could be that Mykelti, starved for affection during her upbringing, now seeks her dad's attention. By the time she was 8, 12 children were vying for Kody's love, and it's known that Janelle's boys and Maddie were favored over Christine's kids. This might be her way of asserting herself and saying what her dad wants to hear to become the top priority. If you followed along with Episode 3, you would have noticed that Mykelti became upset during the scene where Aurora gets her ears pierced. Perhaps she's making an effort not to create conflict, but it's clear that she struggles to contain her emotions when it involves Kody and Aurora's scene. She's longed for Kody's attention and validation throughout her life, and this is her opportunity. The ear-piercing scene serves as her emotional cue. She was taken aback, envious, and pained by the attention he readily gave Aurora, something he could never offer her. Undoubtedly, it's evident that Mykelti is still emotionally immature despite being married with 3 children. This might be the only plausible explanation for her consistent justification of her father's actions. Her husband Tony also claimed that Robyn and her children were excluded from the family. It appears that Robyn's influence has had a significant impact on both Mykelti and Tony, and her portrayal as a victim has been effective. Now, let's discuss the actual issue that transpired between Robyn and the adult children that resulted in the commotion. What should have been a simple kids-only Christmas gift exchange among the Brown family's younger generation, including Robyn Brown's children, turned into a drama-filled situation when Robyn intervened. Robyn's claim of trying to help ultimately backfired, causing more harm than good and dampening the holiday spirit. The specifics of what transpired in that group chat will be disclosed shortly, and it's clear that it played a significant role in exacerbating the existing strains within the family. Peyton, in his confessional, mentioned that Robyn insisted on having a video chat to discuss details, which seemed unnecessary for a simple task like drawing names for the gift exchange. Robyn stated in her interview, "I was pushing for the video chat for the sake of the kids, but after too much pushback, I finally went, why am I trying here? I'm out. This is an effort in futility." This led to the conversation spiraling out of control. Initially, the gift exchange was planned to be in person, a tradition in the family. However, it's unlikely that Robyn would allow her children to be around the other Brown kids without her close supervision. This could be due to concerns about what might be said to her kids and the fear that they could be influenced negatively. Knowing Robyn, she could have proposed attending the event herself to keep an eye on everything, but the truth is Robyn seems to prefer not to be in the same room as the rest of the family or any of the kids, except for Mykelti. Hence, she suggested that the gift exchange be held over Zoom. This way, she didn't have to be the one to tell her kids that they couldn't attend an in-person event, but she could still keep tabs on the situation without physically being around anyone or confronting the issues that have arisen. It appears that the situation escalated when the other kids, rightfully so, became frustrated with Robyn's attempt to change the nature of the annual gift exchange to suit her preferences. Although, according to Mykelti, the kids initially wanted to choose names for the gift exchange through a text thread. However, Robyn expressed concern that her youngest kids don't remember some of the older kids, which led to her suggesting a Zoom call for choosing names. Scheduling such a call became challenging due to various factors like different time zones, jobs, and family responsibilities. Robyn's insistence and mention of her kids' past trauma escalated the situation. Interestingly, contrary to Mykelti's assertion that she initiated the text thread, it was Logan, the eldest sibling, who took the initiative to create a group chat organizing a sibling gift exchange for Christmas 2021. The text thread primarily revolved around the process of drawing names for the gift exchange, not the actual organization of the event. The focus was on figuring out the logistics of the name drawing process. This is when Robyn intervened and suggested doing it over Zoom, claiming, "Ariel is forgetting who you guys are." The response from Hunter, "A Zoom call isn't going to fix that," suggested that getting together in person would be a better way to reconnect with each other. Rather than accepting this perspective and allowing her children to participate with their siblings, Robyn seemingly shifted the narrative to make it about her. She framed it as though the others didn't want to celebrate Christmas with her and claimed that they didn't respect her concerns or her role as a mom. This manipulation led to her children to adopt a similar viewpoint. Aurora made an unexpected revelation, saying, "Before we got the text chain for the gift exchange, we had learned that there were some very strong negative feelings towards us coming from some of the siblings." This suggests that even before they were added to the text chain, someone likely Robyn and/or Kody had informed them about specific siblings holding strong negative emotions towards them. It's a clear indication of a deliberate attempt by Robyn and Kody to create division between their kids and the rest of the family. Gwendlyn noted that Robyn brought up the idea of trauma, referencing past trauma with the family. She expressed skepticism about it as it doesn't seem realistic given the fact that their father prefers them. "I've always considered my siblings, and I still do. I consider her a mom," she said. For a long time, it's been clear that the children, regardless of their age, were not to blame for the ongoing issues within the family. The responsibility of working out the family's problems should have been taken care of by the parents long ago. During the arguments, none of the older children appeared deeply affected by it, except for Robyn, who positioned herself and her children as the victims. It was obvious that Kody's relationship with his older children from his first 3 wives had deteriorated to the point where it was virtually non-existent. Robyn firmly believes that this division between her children and the rest of the family has always existed. She sees this as just one example of her kids being excluded from the larger Brown family group. However, the trauma Robyn mentioned is still perplexing, especially given that she entered the family with 3 children from her previous marriage, along with financial burdens and little to offer. Also, it suffices to say that Robyn's intervention to disrupt the children's gift exchange might stem from her concern about her children forming strong, independent relationships with the other Brown kids. This could be a part of her controlling nature, much like how she influences Kody's relationship with his other wives and kids. Notably, the reaction from Brianna, as seen on camera when Aurora revealed hugging Gabe at school, appears to reflect the level of control imposed on these kids. Did you catch how sharply she turned her head towards Aurora when she made the surprising revelation? Following the text chain's blow-up, Robyn reportedly ceased direct communication with the other children. Instead, she conveyed through Mykelti that her kids wouldn't participate in the gift exchange. Despite all the talk about the importance of communication, Robyn choosing to cut off contact and send a messenger to convey her messages comes across as rather immature. It's essential to consider that Mykelti's situation within the family is indeed complex. She grew up in a polygamous cult where her father was central, yet she didn't receive the attention that she needed. She also felt like an outsider among her many siblings. Then, at a crucial age, she was sent to live with Robyn, who was portrayed as her father's God-given spiritual wife. It's natural for a young girl to form a bond in such a scenario, and she will always seek her father's affection. I moved in with Robyn when my dad and Robyn were first courting because she needed some help with the kids for school and around the house. So I lived with her for a few months, and why I'm still so close to Robyn and her kids is because of that special time that we just had together, she said. Robyn may have deliberately shown Mykelti attention and acceptance to gain favor with Kody, but given the circumstances, it's understandable that Mykelti formed a bond with her. Most young girls in a similar situation would do the same. Mykelti's longing for her father's love is a natural response, and the complex family dynamics involving all of the adults playing a role in these dynamics. Guys, we've come to the end of the episode, so please drop your thoughts and opinions in the comments section. Also, don't forget to like and share. Thank you, see you in the next video.